Okay, here's a couple of questions where we have to read a sine function and determine transformations or information about the graph. Okay, so here they're looking for high temperatures, and it's according to that function. Now, they ask for what the maximum high temperature would be and what month does it occur. They do say you have to look just from May to September. So May is the 5th month, so I'd be looking for x values between 5 and September is the 9th month. Okay, so to begin with, I would graph this. Instead of using t of t, I would just use y. So y equals 81.6, plus 5.4 sine of 1.47. Instead of t, I'll use x minus 9.60. Okay, so there's a function. Right now I can't see it. It's nowhere on the graph, so maybe I'll zoom out and hopefully start seeing it somewhere. There it is, right there. Okay, so the question says, what is the maximum high temperature? So I just looked to see what the high temperature is on the graph. It looks like it's always getting up to 87. That would be the y value right there. So the maximum temperature is 87 degrees. And it asks when it happens. So in between May and September. So this one is 3, that's March. So that's they are not interested in that. This one here would be sometime in July. So July, it would happen there. And then this one is at the end of November, that's past. So I wouldn't use that either. So I would just use that one. Okay, so that's one question. They could have asked you also, say, what's the lowest temperature? So you could tap on the lowest temperature. Looks like 76.2 would be the lowest. Another question they could have asked is, say, what will be the temperature on June 1st? So June is the 6th month. So since the months are x, I would type in x equals 6. And there it puts a line. And then what I do is I try and figure out where that line crosses the graph. So it looks like it crosses right there. Where'd it go? So 6 month would be 78, about 78. So usually on decimals you can click there and it'll give you the number, but the x value is 6, the y values was about 78. So on June 1st, average temperature would be about 78. Here's another similar question. This one, it's thousands of dollars and the sales. So sales of something. And so I'm going to grab a browser again. Okay, and on my browser, I'm going to type in that formula. So S equals, so Y equals 3.2 sine of pi x over 6. Whoops, I didn't need that one. Pi x divided by 6. And then I have to go over and close the bracket, plus 6.3. There. Okay, so there's my graph. Now I have to read some information off. Determine the month with the smallest total sales. So that'd be the lowest number right there. Oh, that's a negative number. I wouldn't want that one. This one here. So 9th month. So September would be the lowest amount of sales. And the sales would be 3.1. Okay, so the month would be September, because it's the 9th month. And the sales would be 3.1. And up here they say in thousands of dollars. So 3.1 thousand. I guess if you multiply that, you could say the sales that month would be 3,100. And then they say, what were the sales on August 1st? In other words, x is equal to 8. So I'd go on my graph again and type x equals 8. And I could tap there. And the sales on August 1st would be 3.5 thousand, or $3,529. Other question they could ask is when are the sales? Why don't we say 7,000? So when it's a little big, are the sales $7,000? So 7,000 would be like 7.0 thousand, and that's a y value. And so on my graph here, I can type y equals 7 or 7.0, and see that green line crosses, and I want to figure out where it crosses my graph. So it looks like for the month 0.421, this will be early January, and then the 5th month would be in May sometime, and then the 12th month, this would be December, 5th month, May, and this one is 0, so that'd be at the start of January. All right, hopefully that helps you with those questions.